shooting the shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Belle Collector Season 3, Episode 1 and 2. You gonna come up, D? But before we start,
Smack that I'm subscribed to our channel.
All right, y'all. So recap real quick of Episode 1. We started off with Cliff and Latrice at home, and we're going through the water crisis. So she got her homeboy staying there, Josh, and Cliff do not get along. And Josh seems like he likes to bug the shit out of Cliff and talk shit to Cliff because he likes to see Cliff get mad. Okay. Well, he just antagonizing the already contentious relationship that's going on in their home. But he's supposed to be a friend by you.
I mean, I feel like because he knows what his friend is going through, he's antagonizing, like you said, Cliff, but it ain't gonna help. It's only gonna make things
making it worse. Because now he got to go back and he's taking out his frustration on her. Yeah. Then real fast, because this was just an introduction to everybody. Latrice and her dude, Glenn, they smashed after the reunion, after she found out the baby wasn't his. But then soon after he smashed, he was back online talking to other girls. So now she didn't left him and back at home with her mama. So child, she gonna.
We know he been doing that. Bring me my charger for the computer. We know he been doing that since high school, girl.
Yeah. So she gonna look for her own place, and he a little worried because he knows she get her own place. That means she probably won't go back to him this time. Probably because she got the little fame and the glory and everything, little money, little stuff. So she probably can't.
So he going back. She ain't doing shit.
Child.
He said she is just booked and busy and doing so much, and I'm like, what's you doing though?
She ain't
what are you doing?
Nothing.
We don't even know what your thing is still.
Sitting at that little glass desk, ain't doing nothing.
Who else had a glass desk? Her and Mia.
Huh?
I said her and Mia with these glass desks.
Yep.
With no drawers. No stapler.
Then we got Gucci and her daughters, and them being on better terms than they left off last season. So they're getting along. Dee had her baby, Gucci's daughter, and then we find out that Star's pregnant. So with her being pregnant and Dee having her child, it brought the two of them closer together. So this episode, we seen JJ butt naked, almost naked, child, naked with an apron on in the kitchen, cooking food for So Juicy, so he could butter her up, just to let her know.
I mean, JJ was entertaining on a dancing dolls, but can you imagine that that's what you're coming home to? This nigga with ponytails and little balls on the end of his.
That's what she got with. I'm sure he hasn't changed. I'm sure that's the same person she was dating. So I know she coming home to it. She used to saying it. Well, he dropped the bomb on her that his mama coming to stay with them. Okay, so that's why he did all of that to butter her up.
He said because he's the man of the house and he should just be able to make the decisions. All right.
He said she ain't been home and she ain't cooking, so his mama could come through there and cook for him. And he could have the best of both worlds. That's what he said. Child.
His mother looks quite vibrant. I don't know why she needs hair.
Then we had Tambra and Damon. Okay. Now we did find out they've been living together for a couple of months. And Tambra said she ain't used to living with nobody. She used to having her own space. So when Damon come home, he see her clothes and stuff all over the place. And he's like, okay, this really ain't working. She was like, well, I got one better. I can go get me a condo, And he's like, So what's really going on? Because you ain't even had sesame in the last 2 months.
Well,
So
that confused me. For 2 months, what is happening? She doesn't like him.
no, she doesn't. She doesn't. And we
Hold
find out
on one
more and
second.
more that she. So we
You
find out more
know,
and more. She came to him like, you know how you got your man cave? Well, I should get one. I should like, but mine is like a condo. I'm like, that's not the same. It's not like man cave powder room. It's not the same thing.
I don't like everybody says she's a liar and she's a liar. They don't Demond wants like this traditional housewife that's gonna come home. She's never gonna be that. That ain't who she is. So she don't even look like she know how to cook. She looks like on Housewives where everybody's eating takeout and put them in the out in the serving dishes at your house. She don't look like she cooked
So does she portray that?
for the show.
Mm.
Because
Well,
I feel like, there's men out here that's not a requirement. You know what I'm saying? She's a working woman out in the field doing things, and he is. And yeah, they like to have home cooked meals sometimes, but for some men, I don't think that's like a requirement. Grady, Greedy, what the fuck is this nigga's name? Greedy. He over here, he wants like a hot. You know what? I mean, I ain't trying to start no shit, but maybe like since what's the name's man, Letitia's man can't get his ass just shit together. Maybe Greedy should go over there to Letitia's house because she looked like she might cook every day.
Well, maybe that's the issue with Letitia and Tambra. Because Letitia the one who brought the girl around Tambra last season. Well, Tambra gets
She
on my
looked like
nerves.
she cooked too. But I think Greedy likes being in the spotlight with he likes the perks that come along with her job, her lifestyle.
Well, Tambra gets on my nerve because she do this like I'm a little baby type shit. Like she ain't walking around here damn near 60 years old. And when I got with here, I thought I would be married. And when I moved in,
Why she thought that?
and I'm like, girl, you talking about you happen to be married.
You want to be married to somebody?
Get down.
You want to be married to somebody who you don't even like? Y'all ain't even
wanted
been
to be-
together
well,
that
you-
long and you already ain't even having sex.
You was sitting up there last time we seen you talking about going to the doctor to have a baby by this man. Now you so traditional. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
But they were sleeping with condoms though.
They weren't sleeping together. She's so full of it. No, I'm just saying the storyline. It's a storyline.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Aikisha. Last fill in on the couples. Yeah. Yep, Aikisha. So Aikisha restaurant in the Bronx is booming. She's now working to bring not only one business, but 10 to 12 restaurants to Fair Street. And her husband, Willie, is a sports analyst, so he's back in New York working. But IKEA is back down there at home with her 2 babies, which is giving her a run from her money because she used to tag teaming them bad boys with her husband, but she'll be all right.
Her kids are both little. She just need a nanny. Like, just get a nanny.
Yeah. So she's visited by Gucci, and they do the little kiki because she never thought she would be friends with Gucci, let alone somebody named so Gucci.
I like their friendship.
Yeah. So they're sitting there, they're talking, and they bring up Tambra, and she ain't talked to Tambra. She's like, Tambra's a liar, and she go on fussing about what happened last season with Tambra. And she like, I don't know why she got beef with me. Her beef should be with Letitia. Letitia the one brought that woman up here talking about that was her man and everything. So
it's true.
Yeah.
But Tambra doesn't see Letitia as competition. Because Aikisha over here with the football husband and the babies, and I bet her husband doesn't care if she cooks or not, long as she cooks sometimes.
With her man, so maybe she should. So
well, hell, Akeisha didn't try to find no man in Jackson. She went to New York and got her one.
So we got a scene where Gucci is taking Letitia out with Marie to help find her a place. And in this scene, we find out what Gucci do the whole telling them that, you know, she was taking Latrice out to find the buildings, only to find out that Latrice closed on her building with somebody else and she didn't tell her about it. And Marie was like, I told you that girl was a damn snake. Okay. I try to tell y'all how she is.
I mean, Marie, I really wish you didn't have such a hard on for what's her name, Latrice. It's not that serious. I blame Latrice and Gucci. Y'all was trying to do business, but y'all wasn't talking to each other. So do better next time. That's all I can say. But Marie, you and that whole Michael Jackson knows circa 2017. No, he was gone. 2013 shit. And I hide booty. Like, I want the big girls to stop getting BBLs. It looks weird.
I'm gonna skip over something, Mom. See, I'm gonna skip over the part with Latrice and her friend Josh in the dang on store talking, because we're gonna get up to the end. The end is Latrice and her friend at the work decide they're gonna go to the bar, and Cliff shows up and show his natural ass. He didn't pretty much drag this girl out the club and basically was like, you out here without my permission. And he
permission though, like the words he is using, like
he said, you out here without my permission. What you out here doing? And he think that they're gonna be sitting up there doing the scene talking about him, and he don't like it. He demanded that she take her mic off, but I mean they had heard it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
He feels that way because Josh keeps repeating what she's saying to him. This is Josh making it worse. Josh, we see how aggressive her husband is. You ain't,
and you see it too.
I think it's probably one of those situations where you see what it is on the outside and appears to be, you know, what you think it is, but then you get in the house and you're like, oh, this is even way bigger than I realized.
Well, he go off about her not checking Josh. You need to check him about disrespecting me. And you know, he the real man and he run that household. Okay. And that's how that episode ended and how episode 2 started.
He sat up in that club like a weirdo. Like he didn't even sit with them. Like, you here now, so sit down. What are you doing?
So Latrice, we ended with that whole argument, but Latrice sit up there talking about, you know, she loves so hard and she put up with stuff that she normally wouldn't put up with because
she said Cliff is the perfect husband.
See, that's what she do. And that's the shit that pissed Josh off. That's
and then she followed up with all of that stuff you said. She said Cliff is the perfect husband, and then she listed all the unperfect things.
And that's the shit that pissed people off. And
Josh, girl, he can't be slinging you through the parking lot calling you bitches, and then you
like we just watched that happen, and you come right in like, girl, my husband, he just be worried about me. He just overprotective. That's all. That's all that is. She said he in control and he's protective. Is what
he's like, what's your boy Scrappy? In my Scrappy voice, he's a Brewster.
Oh, girl, though, her friend ain't say shit. She was like, I ain't in that. She's probably over Latrice. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
can't imagine like if I was out with my friend and then her husband go come snatch her out the table and stuff. We're not going anymore. Like you're gonna have to figure out. I don't even want to be a part of that.
and you're not going nowhere. And then you're gonna try to convince me that ain't what I just saw. Yeah, straight. And then when Josh come in, she had to tell him, you know, shoot, Cliff mad at you, so you're banned from the house, dude. I'm sorry.
And he like, me? What did I do? Come
Right.
on, you know what you did.
You know what you did. You know what you've been doing. And Cliff is in the booth sitting up there right next to him, listening to everything.
Creepy.
It's
like you're here now, sit at the table. Why are you sitting over there like watching me? That's weird.
That was weird. So then we go to Gucci and JJ's house. And they visited by their daughters, D and Star. So JJ tell us not only is Star pregnant, but Star also got married, and he found out about this on social media.
That says a lot, JJ. Why you running around here fronting, acting like you Chef Boyardee? That's weird.
That's crazy. So he gonna say he thinks Selena had something to do with keeping it away from him, even though Star said she ain't had nothing to do with it. He said because Selena will always be in love with him. Okay. And
or
she's mad
or
and
JJ
jealous of his wife. Okay.
It doesn't even make sense the way you're saying that. I mean, so what's her name? Star, Sky, whichever one it is. She grown.
Star.
You had two people get married and have a whole pregnancy happen, and they haven't said nothing to you. How is that Selena's fault?
And she said,
she probably been like, "Did you tell your daddy yet? When are you gonna tell your daddy?"
Right. And he said, "Oh, boy should have came to me," and she said he wanted to, but I didn't want him to. So, yeah, there's more to it. But maybe because on the other end, you got D talking to So Gucci, and D said that they probably ain't say nothing to him because JJ ass is controlling, and he probably was embarrassed that his daughter was pregnant because he wants them to be perfect. So if they know their daddy is a certain kind of way, they probably like, we just gonna deal with the consequences later. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So then Gucci goes on because we gotta get ready for this baby shower. She gotta go to this baby shower. And Gucci go on to tell us that Selena was trying to poison the girl's mind, saying that she was out in these streets talking shit about her, but that ain't true. But I kind of feel like it was.
Gucci, I feel like it's true. I think it's true.
Just from your next couple of scenes, it kind of seemed like it was true.
Because first of all, don't nobody want JJ but you.
She didn't want him when she was a widow.
No. Not if she was around here with the tree man.
So then we got the scene with Tambra and So Gucci at the radio station. And so Tambra is having this tailgate party at Jackson State. And she tells So Gucci she's invited, and she also invited all the other ladies. But child, the next scene, Tisha, Marie, and Latrice they said they ain't never get no invitation to the damn tailgate. They ain't know nothing about it. And it sounded like Akeisha might have got one, but she said she wasn't going because she don't fuck with Tambra like that. Okay. So
and so what she said to me is she don't want Marie and Tisha around because they know
Greedy real girl.
Gritty. Because he up here with that girl that cooked dinner at night.
So we at the homecoming, and Tambra is inviting D to her manager Quasi, and she like, so this the Quasi. I've been hearing and seeing her with Quasi. I don't never see her with the mom, but I always hear about this Negro right here. So the streets is talking that is her man and not the mom. Okay.
So I thought about that, and I was like, so is it that Tamara, because she do give a different kind of energy with Quasi. I don't know she'd be very happy to, have him around. But is it that she trying to lock down Quasi, and she thought that if she put Demond
there.
Greedy in this spot, that it would make him feel like, you know, he need to go ahead and
since it didn't work, now she trying to get back in her own spot.
Now she like, I think I need a condo.
Possible. Make more sense to what the hell she telling us. Okay. So the next thing we got Cliff and JJ, they at Cliff house and they going back and forth about Latrice and Gucci not getting along, and they sitting up there defending their own wife, okay? and JJ like, look here, Tree's probably the problem because she just got into it with Marie. So first it was Marie, now it's Gucci. So you know, and Cliff is up in here like, look here, Gucci ain't so Gucci. Shit, she ain't handled the deal. It is what it is.
Can you imagine like sitting there listening to this fool say God doggone, God darn, God darn, God darn, God darn, God darn, God darn, God darn.
I'm sorry. I forgot to send this woman dimensions of this thing I'm trying to sell on Marketplace. All right. So yeah, I can't imagine being around JJ, period. You know what I'm saying? And he got the nerve to be acting all like his kids gotta be perfect, and he all got darn it in ponytails and shit.
God darn with the ponytail balls.
Yeah, that's crazy. So Glenn just showed up, and he basically venting to them about his relationship ain't working with Tisha because he done messed up for the 50th time. Like he don't understand what's going on with that. And then the conversation goes to, hey Jay, is you going to Star's baby shower Cliff? Are you going to the baby shower since you was, messing around with Selena? Yeah, I'm assuming you got damn invitation.
Cliff don't back down on that either. He be looking at him like, bruh.
Right. He said, look here. She told me she was only with you because she got pregnant. Okay.
Selena could still get it from Cliff.
Absolutely.
Probably especially since Latrice over here sleeping down the hall and stuff.
Keep that in mind till the end of the scene.
He couldn't handle Selena because she not finna let him
No. Selena got a mouth. That would never happen.
That would not work.
Teresa and Josh had this little heart-to-heart conversation where they both end up crying. And he was like, don't be with him, sis. And she was like, but that's my husband. And he's like, 1 minute you crying out for help and then you pull back. Like, I don't really want the help.
Josh, you need to pull back. You can't tell somebody to leave their husband. So when she figure that shit out.
Sometimes she's just trying to vent to her friend. You know what I'm saying?
And not for you to come back and try to say something to him because
don't say it to him, but I'll tell you.
This is the thing. If the situation over there is as bad as we think it is, you doing that is only gonna put her in a position where she can be
in danger.
Hurt. Yeah.
So his advice was just don't have no conversations about Cliff to me. And that's probably the best thing. She probably best thing for her to do anyway, because she see what he does with it. So don't have no conversations with
Nobody
him.
wants to hear it. He's probably the last one that wants to hear it. Like that girl, like you said, the girl is like,
that's why I met a friend that was like that, was always hollering and crying. And then if you gonna just stay there, don't talk to me about it, because I don't want to hear hearing about it. I don't want to keep hearing about it. So Gucci got these people outside working in 90-degree ass weather.
I was like, it's hot. Why are we what?
And Letitia done showed up with a full yoga, full body outfit on, and she don't know that it's gonna be a whole nother different type of
It
workout.
don't matter because she doesn't yoga. She doesn't exercise. It doesn't matter.
Latrice showed up late, and Gucci was irritated because she was already irritated with Latrice. So she's making a big deal out of Latrice being late.
I'm not rushing to come work out in the sunshine. I'm showing up. I got this wig on, my makeup on, girl.
It was a lot. Marie showed up with her BBL. I was like, her body, well, none of that look right. Her nose, this butt. I was like, what the hell, Marie?
I hate her nose. Why does she do that?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like none of it. None of it. Okay. So
She looks like she can't even breathe.
She got one of them Michael Jackson. She really did. So
Michael Jackson didn't even go straight to that. Like we had some stages where we was like, Michael, don't touch the nose again. Michael, leave it right there. Michael, let the nose go. It took a long time for her to get to that.
Like she was doing that and it got stuck.
She just looked uncomfortable. Her nose, she can't breathe. Her booty sitting up in her shoulders.
It was horrible.
They walking around in that little apartment with them high heel shoes on.
So Tamara asked Marie why she didn't show up to the tailgate. And she get ready to tell her story, but then Latrice walked up and she just instantly stopped talking because she ain't trying to talk around Latrice. She said they'd talk about it a different time. But Letitia came up and confronted Tambra about not getting no type of invitation. And Tambra opened her mouth to say, well, she thought So Gucci was going to invite everybody. Now, you just told us you invited everybody. You was inviting her.
Why would she be inviting everybody? Why would she do that?
She lied real quick. So
she's new to the group, Tamara. She's new to the group. You've been new to these people.
So if that lie would have fit, you were just trying to make them mad at So Gucci. What are we doing? So we at the baby shower, y'all.
How is that gonna work, Tamara, if nobody wants to do nothing with you? That's gonna be hard for you to stay on the show.
They finna bust her ass out. That's what it seemed like. She's public enemy number 1.
But clearly.
So we at this baby shower and Gucci walked straight in and start talking shit, comparison this baby shower to what she did.
It's been a minute, but wasn't her daughter's baby shower outside?
It was outside. Was it the baby shower? Was it the reveal? I don't know what it was. It was outside.
I know the people had to drive by.
They was in the driveway, wasn't they?
Yeah.
It was like a drive-by because it was cold.
What was What was
just the chairs that they were sitting in because they was in long chairs and she had them god awful king.
Y'all aren't fancy, so I want her to stop.
Child. So she talking about it, the food ain't ready. And then, we see her and Selena doing a little back and forth with each other. And then Latrice shows up. Because she said back in the day, her and Selena was real tight. I think she said she used to do the girls' hair or whatever, probably for the show.
I don't know what So Gucci thinks, and I feel like everybody that watches Belle Collective didn't necessarily watch Dancing Dolls, but for those of us that did watch Dancing Dolls, Gucci, Selena about to be on your show, so.
So Gucci said to Latrice, she ain't know she was gonna be there. And Latrice catches the attitude, you know what I'm saying? She like, well, this is my friend. And then in the confessional, she's like, it ain't my fault. So Gucci husband is still in love with Selena.
And you know where she gets that from? Cliff.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Because then she started talking about, because her husband is in love with her. I'm like, your husband in love with Selena too. Because this is the second season we didn't watch, they talking about Selena. Talking about
but I bet you Cliff went back and said to Latrice, Cliff must still want her because he always asking me about her. Like whatever happened with Selena and Cliff was before Latrice, so she has no reason to feel any type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? So he probably like every time this nigga see me, he be asking me about what was up with me and Selena. Yep. And Cliff, as much as I all of a sudden can't stand him based on what we seen, he ain't saying nothing. Like he ain't talking on his dick. He ain't out here saying nothing. He just be like,
it is what it is. Shit, that's what I know. So Latrice in the episode talking about basically she made So Gucci because she brought her into the Belle Collective. Y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. That's how that episode ended. Like I said, moving forward, Timber look like she gonna be public enemy number 1.
And Selena looked like she about to be a cast member because for all of y'all that really be thinking Carlos King is your friend, he really like to see the people. He like to see the mess. So Gucci, they done brought in the mama and Selena. Now, what is the mama's relationship with Selena? Does she love Selena too?
She probably do, and that make a lot of sense. Well, all right. Well, that is the Belle Collective, episodes 1 and 2, and we're not gonna erase this one.
No, okay? I'm not gonna erase it.
Child, we're gonna try to do this right the next time. It's late.
Been a rough week.
I gotta go to bed. It's
I haven't fed my people.
Y'all go ahead.
I'm out here acting like Tamara, like I don't know how to cook my dinner at a reasonable hour.
Come on, to close us out, beautiful boy.
Yeah. Smack that thumb and subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, y'all.